Ever wondered what's really behind the headlines? Or why certain theories just won't go away? Dive into the world of the No Name Podcast, your go-to podcast for unraveling the mysteries of conspiracies, politics, and everyday life. Each week, we blend our opinions, analysis, with some storytelling to uncover the hidden layers of our world. From the latest political intrigue to the most fascinating conspiracy theories, we bring you a balanced dose of skepticism and insight. Whether you're a seasoned critical thinker or just curious about the whispers that swirl around us, we offer a space where your questions are welcome and your mind can wander free. Tune in, spark your curiosity, and let's embark on this journey of discovery together. The No Name Podcast, where every episode is a new chance to think critically and see the world through a different lens. Don't miss out. Like, share, and subscribe today and join the conversation.
Hey, this is Jeremy coming in from the No Name Podcast.
What's up, everybody? It's Dustin.
It's your boy Trey.
Our boy is back.
Yes, I am. It was good, bro. It was good.
We definitely appreciate having you back, Trey.
I love being back.
It's
so
always
funny we're the topic we're facing to talk about, because I just got a message from my healthcare team. It said, you have a new letter, and it says, it's that time of year again. It's time for your flu shot. And I was like, I wish I could send them a gif of Dr. Evil going, how about no?
That was perfect.
That was actually
Perfect.
on the money. I might need you to get you to record that just so I can put it over here next to my fake news button.
That would be amazing. Please do. That was perfect, bro. Little joys of life.
So how you guys been doing this week?
Doing good.
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 That's good. Everybody feeling okay?
Yeah.
I
Recovering?
had I had a back-to-back sinus infection, so I'm trying to figure out if this last little bit of nasal issue is it trying to come out, or is it about to go into another one? So just watching that.
Definitely try not to go into another one.
I'm
Jeez.
not. It's been awful.
This is kind of a yearly event for you, though, isn't it?
I get about 4 or 5 a year.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah.
I hate that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just been dealing with the kidney stones.
You ain't passed him yet?
No, man, it's too big. They said that it's the size of a quarter. One of them's the size of a quarter, and the other one's slightly smaller than that.
They got to do surgery.
And they're both in the same kidney.
Ugh.
Oh my gosh.
Man, you got to have the creatine, man.
I have to just, I haven't taken that in a long time. I haven't even been able to go. That's why I'm gaining weight. I haven't been able to go to the gym in forever. Because every time I start working out, it goes to hurting so bad, man.
Wow.
Like if I get up and I take a stroll around the warehouse from my desk, I'm going to go for a walk. I walk around the warehouse too long, my kidney goes to hurting.
Wow.
So I can't do nothing. So I'm gaining weight. I went to the doctor the other day, and he's like, yeah, I know. I told you I haven't been able to go to the gym in forever, man.
Oh my gosh.
Man. I hope you feel better.
So I'm ready to get this out so I can start working out again.
Yeah.
You can just get on the same diet I am, just,
I could, yeah. I miss going to the gym, though. I miss lifting weights. That was my out.
Yep.
That was my out, rather.
Yeah. Well, I won't be able to lift weights for, I guess, 6 months or something. So
Yeah. How are you doing on your road to recovery?
Yeah, so you guys may have heard little bits and pieces here. So I made a decision, I guess probably about 3 weeks ago, that I was going to go to Tijuana and get the gastric sleeve done. And so I went on to this website and I typed in my information. They got back to me the next day. They're like, yeah, you'd be a great candidate for that. And they're like, when do you want to do it? I'm like, how does January 20th sound? They're like, we can get you in on the 21st. Just fly here on the 20th. We'll put you up in a hotel and we'll do the surgery on the 21st.
How was the hotel? Was it a nice hotel? Was it?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it was nice.
It was phenomenal.
Really?
I mean, it was phenomenal.
They were like a Motel 6 type situation. It was a nice hotel.
Let me tell you, the only thing that was nicer than the hotel was the hospital.
Jeremy, you're not selling me. Get out of here. Are you for real?
Let me tell you, okay,
Right,
so
bring us to your world. Tell us your experience.
Here's the thing. I'll break it down for you, okay? So to have this gastric sleeve done here in the States is between, it's usually between $16,000 to $28,000. And to do that, you also have to be approved.
Yeah.
You have to get like a psych evaluation, all these different steps to get it done here. To do it in Tijuana, you
With a
basically
hotel.
fill out your health information. If you have, surgeries, if you take medications, if you have just all these different things, and that's it. They approve you based on your health, and if you're good to go, you're good to go. Because I didn't start out super big.
Mhm.
Okay. I only had to do like basically 10 days of prep, which was go on a protein shake and salad diet for 7 days and then go full liquid for 3 leading up to the surgery. So there's some people that when you're a certain weight, you have to do a lot more for a lot longer to kind of bring that down because they get concerned about room to do surgery, whatever. So they do take that stuff into account in Tijuana as well. But for the whole package, it's $3,800.
Oh my gosh.
Wait, what?
$3,800,
Hotel?
including. So all I have to do is
Transportation, hotel.
all I had to do is buy a plane ticket to San Diego. They send somebody to come pick me up. So I basically let the guy know before I get on the plane, hey, I'm taking off on time. I'll be there at this time. When I get off the plane, he's literally already at the airport waiting on me.
Pick you up from the airport.
They pick me up from the airport. They take me down to the hotel in Tijuana. They drop me off. The hotel is set up for people to have surgery. I guess all the surrounding hospitals and doctors' offices use this hotel. It is, I would probably say, better than a 4-star hotel.
In
America. In America. They have the whole, you can get massages done, you can get facial, like all of it. They have a heated pool. They have, just a beautiful garden area for you to just go hang out. It's super safe. You have to have a key card that's, your room key basically to turn the elevator on to even get
like the kind of what they got
like
in
to
Vegas.
get up. Yeah. So it's not like you just get randos coming off the street, coming up in the hotel. So when you get there, you tell them, hey, I'm here with from so-and-so doctor's office. They say, what kind of surgery you have? I said, I'm having the bariatric surgery. They're like, okay, so all liquids. They give you a wristband. And because one of my concerns is what am I supposed to eat when I get over there? I can't take my, broth on the plane.
Right.
They'll throw it away. And so they give you this wristband. When you get there, you just go down to the restaurant, super nice restaurant. And yes, sir, what can we get you? And you just show them your wristband. Hey, I'm on the, this diet. Oh, we got you. They bring you out your all liquid diet. They got a popsicle, some Jello, some broth, some water, and you just, that's it. And then, so the next day, I had to be at the hospital at 7:00 their time, which was super easy for me because that was 10:00 my time in the morning.
You were a bit up.
I woke up at 5 because I
Right.
tried to stay on East Coast time so I didn't get super jet lagged when I was coming back. So I woke up at 5 and just kind of hung out, called wife and kids, talking to them for a bit because that was surgery day. So I just wanted to make sure that I spent some time with them, what I could, because you never know what could happen down there. But in my mind, that was kind of the hardest thing to get over was the fact that I'm not going to get picked up by the cartel and, just whatever. So I had a friend that did it at this place previously, so I was pretty confident that everything was going to be fine, leading up to this. And so I talked to them at 5:00 my time. It's dark. I'm just, walking around the area that they have down there for the pool area, just kind of hanging out outside for a bit. And so they come pick me up 7:00, take me to the hospital. I had to sign 4 pieces of paper.
That's it.
They took all of the information that I had put on that questionnaire originally, pre-filled out my paperwork. So all I did was sign the paperwork stating that those things were true. And of course you have to sign a release of, liability and all that stuff. I paid my $3,800 and that was it. They took me up to my room and boom, within 10 minutes, they came in, gave me a gown. They said, put this on. We'll be back in 10 minutes.
Naked?
No, able to keep my underoos on. So I wasn't having that kind of surgery. So above the waist, please. But so I had my gown on. They came in. They started taking they did an EKG. They took my blood work. They went ahead and ran all that. Everything's good. You're good to go. So they came in. They tried to get the IV in me, and that was the whole thing because my veins were super small. And that was probably, I guess I'll go ahead and give you the story just for fun. But so that was probably the only concerning part I had about the whole thing was not the fact that they couldn't find a vein. I've always had small veins or whatever, but they can't get it. I got all these nurses rubbing my arms, trying to warm up my arms so they could see a vein. They're using like this. I've never even seen this before, but they had some sort of device that's like a stud finder, but it's for finding a vein, right? It's like got this bright light and it's shining in your skin. So I guess it's supposed to show, the specific light that they use hopefully shows the vein or something. They still can't find it. They said, we're just going to have to do this down in the OR. And I'm like, okay. So they package me up, they take me down to the OR, freaked me out for a little bit. Never been in an OR conscious, and it kind of smelled like a vet down there.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, that probably tracks for normal. Obviously you smell a vet OR because you're kind of in there all the time.
It smells like just straight cleaning all the time.
Exactly. It just had the whatever chemical they use.
Yeah,
it just has that. To me, it just reminded me of a vet, and that kind of tweaked me out a little bit. So they put me on like their after like their wake up area is like right in the same area as the ORs. Mm-hmm. So they put me in one of those beds and they're trying to get the vein. Still can't get the vein. They're like, we're just going to need to do it in the OR room. I'm like, okay. So I walk into the OR room and you got like that 7-foot long table that's super skinny, right? Mm-hmm. Just kind of like, this is getting weirder by the minute for me. But the good news is I was able to look around. It's so clean in there. Yeah. Right? Like so many people are like, oh, it's probably dirty down there. Nah, dude. Like this place, immaculate. Just immaculate. And so I lay on this table and they got like these wings that shoot out of the side of it, right? I felt like I was on a cross, man. I got my arms just out. I'm like, and they're like, we're just going to have to give you some gas. I'm like, give me some gas. And so in the meantime, they're starting to work on my arms. Like, I got people on both sides that are just holding my arms down. I'm just being held down at this point. And this lady slaps a mask on my face. She's like, okay, just breathe. I'm like, okay. And I'm like, I don't smell anything. I don't taste anything. And, I'm starting to panic a little bit. Yeah. Like I had a little bit of panic starting up just because there was so much going on. There was probably 6 people like around me. And I don't like a large group of people anyway. And especially when they're trying to do something to me, I started to get a little weirded out. You know what I mean? Yeah. And she's like, just breathe. I'm like, nothing's happening. Nothing happens. She's like, it's there. I'm like, it's not there. Nothing's here. I'm like, nothing's there. Nothing's there. She's like, you got to breathe. I'm like, I'm breathing. There's nothing. I'm like, so I feel myself hyperventilating at one point. Right. And so all of a sudden she rips it off my face. And I'm like, okay, I'm starting to, now I can actually look around and see. And I'm like, oh my God, she throws it back on my face. She's like, breathe. I'm like, nothing's happening. Nothing's there. And she's like, it's there. I'm like, it's not there. Well, she must have like, if this thing must have been on like 20%, she must have cranked it up to like 80% or something. I mean, all of a sudden it was like the worst smell just coming into my nostrils. And I'm like, oh God, I'm like, it's there. It's so bad.
It's so bad. Did they give you bubblegum flavor?
I don't know I can't even describe it, but it was so bad. And I'm like, it's there. Oh God, it's so bad. It's so bad. And then oh God. After probably about like, it went so fast. It was like 2 seconds of that or 3 seconds of that. I'm like, all of a sudden it was like my world caved in. And I'm like, I'm so dizzy. Like I got so dizzy. Everything was spinning like the worst I've experienced. Like if I could have thrown up, I could have, but I couldn't even do that because then I was out. That was the last thing I remember was panicking over being so dizzy. That freaked me out. I woke up from that, and everything had gone fine. I was in the little recovery area and I woke up and I was actually, they thought I was having a seizure almost because I was convulsing. My whole body was shaking. I was so cold, and which is very weird for me,
He's never cold.
Yeah, so they start throwing blankets on me, and then I went back to sleep again, and then I woke up. I was fine, and I was thinking back to that, and I'm like, oh my gosh, and but let me tell you, so I spent 2 nights in the hospital after that, and then I flew back on Thursday. They did like the leakage test the next day to make sure everything was good. They had me drink this weird dye stuff, and they're like, yeah, everything's good. Everybody there was just amazing. It was such a different experience than what I've experienced here in the United States for any kind of health care. And I don't know, maybe I go to janky places or something here, but just the overall. But I've gone to a lot of different doctors, hospitals, and have stayed the night in hospitals with my wife, and I've done that so many times. And the level of care there versus here, night and day.
Yeah, sounds way better. Sounds way better.
Did you so after your experience, I guess those 2 days you hanging around, did you feel more cared for or something in comparison to America?
Well, it was just, I don't know. It feels like, and I'm not. Shout out to the people here that do healthcare, or nurses and doctors. Man, it's a terrible, terrible job. I don't know how you do it, but I will say that it felt like just maybe it's the attitude of just the whole thing is just different. It's weird it's hard to explain, but just the atmosphere, the whole attitude towards healthcare and everything is just so different there than it is here. And that little spot in Tijuana that I was in, like I said, there's so many Americans there that fly there to have surgeries done, whether it's your teeth, your hair, your like gastric stuff, plastic surgeries, all the stuff, like all these different things they have there in all these different hospitals. It wasn't just the one that I had chosen to go to.
And so you saw other Americans there.
Yeah.
Had conversations with probably.
Yep. I had conversations with a couple different people.
Mm-hmm.
Like there was one lady that was there for a mommy makeover. I said, how long you got to be here? She's like 10 days. I said, are you going to stay in the same hotel? She's like, yeah. I was like, you're in good shape.
Right.
It was that hotel. Man, even the hotel service, like it was like the guy took me up to the room and he showed me around everything, made sure I was happy with everything. Did I need anything? He showed like there's like a whole little control center there that lifts the blinds up and the curtains and does all the lights, and like it was all controlled by this little control center. He was teaching me how to use that, showed me how to use the TV, even though I couldn't understand anything that was on it. And, just made sure that I was happy, that it was clean, that it was everything, and then when I was good, he left and, call me if you need something kind of deal. And, it's just, I don't know, it was different. And I don't know if they do that specifically just so that I'll come back here and tell people how great it is, and then they'll go back and that's how they make their money. But I'm telling you, it was phenomenal. I mean, it was just, I haven't experienced that kind of thing. And one of the biggest things to me was just the paperwork alone. Like I had gone to urgent care the week before. I don't know if you guys remember, I was had some nasal stuff going on myself. And so I just wanted to make sure I didn't have like the flu or something when I was supposed to fly out and go have this surgery done. So I did more paperwork at urgent care to get a COVID test, a flu test, and a strep throat test than I did for Tijuana to have this gastric sleeve done. It was just crazy to me how much it feels like the agenda almost is different when it comes to making money there versus making money here. And like here, they won't give you a bill till afterwards. I'm not going to get another bill from there because I drank an extra apple juice. I wanted an extra bag of pain medicine. I like whatever I wanted, they brought me. And here, they scan your wrist for every single Advil you take, every single pain medicine they give you, every single Pop-Tart you eat, whatever. I mean, whatever it is, every Jello you ask for, every bottle of water you ask for,
every towel you use,
they're scanning your wrist so that they can make sure that they get that on the bill. Whereas there, I prepaid, and I'm not going to get a bill afterwards.
So you pay, once again, what's the price you paid?
I paid $3,800.
So I had to do a little research. I'm like, let me see. Did you ever was talking about how this amazing experience where you have these freaking 4-star hospital hotels that I've never seen in my life? And I said, let me just see how much it costs in America.
Yeah.
I thought it would say something of the nature of, maybe it's 5,000. Jeremy was being a cheapo. Maybe it's 10,000. Jeremy was like, It can range between 15,000 to 38,000. That's just for the surgery. You're not getting a hotel with that.
No.
You're not getting 2 days stay with that.
I mean, again, if you're here, if you're here, you don't need the hotel. But the point is that the surgery itself is under an hour. It's not really that intense of a surgery. And then all the thing, what that's not giving you too, Trey, is the fact that I'm guaranteeing that money that you're paying for that does not include all the preventative, all the pre stuff that they want you to do as far as going and seeing a psychologist and all this other stuff, which I don't really even understand why you have to do that here to have that surgery done. But the other thing is, the other side of the coin is most insurances will not cover anything. Like your insurance would because you have Cadillac insurance, but my insurance will not cover a piece of that. Like, here's some fatty trying to get healthy so he can spend more time running around the soccer field with his kids. Yep. They don't care about that.
No.
No, we got to keep him at the pharmacy.
Right. So it's almost like they try to make it harder to get things done like that here when really, I don't know how those people make money at $3,800 providing a hotel and travel and everything else.
It's not cost that much. Stuff down here costs them.
It's crazy to me. I mean, it's absolutely crazy because the facility that I was in was one of the nicest hospitals I've ever been in. Like, it's not even like it was some sort of, I don't want you to get this vibe like it's a Motel 6 hospital either.
Right.
Like, it was nice, like super nice.
What do you see? What do you think? Because I have never went to the hospital in another country. I don't think I ever will, even though I probably should. All right, I'm not even gonna. I do want to try a Turkey hospital or the Turkey doctors where they work. You can walk in, they do a full body exam and give you all the results the same day.
Oh wow,
that's like by the end of your exam, you have all your results. And I've been following people to your point. Baby Destin, he's battling the hair journey.
So I'll tell you this: after I texted him that I made it back to the United States, he said, "Bet I'm going." He said, "I'm gonna," and then literally he's already booking it. So
yeah, he's looking to go to Turkey. I said, I want to go to East Coast, Istanbul, and I want to go to Turkey. I want to see.
Yeah.
And if you want to get your hair done, I'm gonna go to the doctor too to see. Hey, why do I keep having these sinus issues? Why? Like, tell me. And they will. They have a machine, AI machine that will examine your whole body and tell you what, like a mole or something, and say that's cancerous.
I should go down there and get my kidney fixed.
Yes,
you should.
Yes.
You could. I mean, literally.
It may take it, but yeah.
At this point, I'd give you a box cutter and let you go to town.
I mean, I really, because and it's not to get in your personal business too much, but how much if you had to get kidney surgery, how much would they say? Did they give you an estimate or anything?
I was telling Jeremy I had to put $400 down just to schedule it, and then after that, it's like, I think it's like $1,200.
Does that go towards the surgery?
Yeah, I think it's a deposit, so to speak.
On the surgery?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I have to give it to them up front before they'll even schedule it. And so I'm looking to get, so I haven't scheduled it yet. Just throwing that out there. But I think it's like a total of like somewhere between $1,200 and $1,800.
Well, is that your part of it, or is that the whole thing? Like, because I assume insurance is going to kick in on this one, right?
Yeah, I think insurance, I don't remember how.
Unless you unite it. You got to unite it, then I pay
Blue Cross, yeah.
Oh, man, that's even worse.
Yep.
My wife does insurance. She medical insurance, and she does not like Blue Cross.
No, I don't either.
Yeah.
I've had them before. I didn't like them then either.
Well, I think what I was trying to get at is the $1,800. Is that your portion of it, or is that the whole thing? Because we know that the surgery itself, they're not doing a surgery for less than $5,000.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
Let's be honest. So is it like a $20,000 surgery, but because you have insurance, you only have to pay all in like $1,800?
I think that's
something?
my bill.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which, the crazy thing is what you'll find out is that's not your bill. Going back to what I said a minute ago, even though they tell you your part of it's $1,800, that's just their starting.
Right.
Yeah.
Anything that goes differently, anything that, because I asked them when I was in Tijuana, I said, what if there's a complication? I said, because they said, well, we have everybody here that, can handle any kind of complication. I said, but what does that do? 'Cause I said, I don't want to be held captive here because I need to come up with another 10 grand or something that I don't have.
Yeah.
They said, oh, no, there's no other expense. They said, it doesn't matter. Anything above and beyond.
This is crazy.
Man.
Anything above and beyond, we consider that to be our issue.
Because we didn't bill you right.
And I'm like, fair. let's do it. I mean, like
Yeah.
literally.
I mean, at that point, what do you say?
I mean, exactly, because like I said, God forbid something happens to where you have to have extra surgeries in the States, buddy. They're scanning that barcode left and right on that wrist, man. They're like, oh God, don't start until you scan
And what
it.
makes it so bad is that's my portion of it is $1,800. Like you said, it's probably going to be more, but it's an outpatient surgery. Like I go in, get it done, and I go home.
Well, why is it so much?
Oh no,
Yeah.
So do you?
they put me to sleep during
Yeah.
it, so that's probably a lot of it's
probably
for the
some of it. Yeah, the anesthesia.
anesthesia.
Those guys make bank, man.
They do.
You ever want to be a doctor? Be an anesthesiologist.
That might be my second career I need.
And I told Jeremy they got to put a stent, so they're probably going to charge me for that,
A
even
stent in
though
your kidney or your heart?
in my kidney.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. It's.
You don't
I mean, is
wanna
that to
know.
prevent future, hopefully, kind of thing?
They're doing it as just in case this one doesn't work, and they got to go in.
Okay.
They got to go in for the other one.
Right.
Because there's 2 procedures that they could do. This one is the first one, and they have to try this. They said they have to try this, and I said, well, back in the day when y'all did this before, y'all tried that one, and it didn't work. You had to do the other one anyway. I said, why can't we just skip this and go straight to the other one?
Yeah.
No, we have to do it this one. I said, oh, it's insurance
Yeah.
making them do it that way. Sure.
So how do you? I don't like that. I don't like the fact that you had to go to Tijuana to get a surgery. I don't like the fact that you have to wait and figure out, the journey of your kidney. So how do we fix this?
This goes back to a little bit what we were talking about in our last episode, where on some level we all like a little bit of socialism, and you fix it with regulation.
Right.
Or maybe there's already too much regulation, and that's what's broken it. I don't know enough about it to make that decision, because to me, it's one or the other. Either we need the regulation or we have too much regulation. So I'm not sure. I really don't know. To me, it's all greed.
Yep.
And I think that's really where the problem has come in, is just straight up greed. And we're having to charge so much to do things because of lawyers and all these other things, when it shouldn't be like that.
I think it's greed. I don't think that it's too much regulation, because then we have so many malpractice suits anyway. So the doctors ain't being necessarily governed to do anything better, right? Yeah, I know my sister. They was talking to last night. Today's my mom's birthday. They was talking about, they was having kids, because it's predominantly all women, and they was saying like, yeah, I'm gonna do a word of birth. I'm not gonna be in the hospital because black women die in the hospital anyway at a more higher loan rate. So I'd rather take my chances at home. That was the discussion they was having. I was just listening. And I'm like, and we got all these malpractice suits. We still seeing high death rates, and stuff like that. I'm like, then what are we really paying for? And then why is it? This is how insurance should work. Maybe this is the plan. I think insurance is the problem.
Yeah.
Is the government just to say, once you're born and we issue you a Social Security card, we taking care of all your medical expenses. Now watch this. The government can also say, you need some insurance if you wanted some plastic surgery or something. You know what I mean? One's that's cosmetic.
Yeah.
Have insurance for it. But all the other ones, well, we got you. Because you're American citizens. Watch this. You're paying into that anyway. We're going to take it. Watch this. If you told me that all my doctor visits were, and the quality of the doctor would stay subsequently, I guess what they are. Because I'll pivot to that later. Because something just came to my mind. But nevertheless, and you told me I could still I was coming out of my check every month, and I can still see my same old doctors. I can do everything else, but it's just coming out of my check. I'll take that. And then when I go there, I don't have to pay nothing else.
Yeah, I mean, you're already paying into Medicare in your paycheck anyway.
Right.
So you're wanting Canada's healthcare?
No, I want.
That's what they do.
Yeah, I mean, but see, I'd rather have that and go to the doctor and be okay. And watch this. Good doctors, by the way. I'm not saying, Jimmy off the street, but I'm saying like I want to be able to know that my body is okay, because then okay. Did y'all hear this? And maybe I changed the subject a little bit, but I'm not trying to. About the doctor who told all these people they had cancer.
Yeah, you told us that.
And they didn't.
Yeah.
And so like
I sent you that video.
Yeah. So like that's crazy to me. And I'm like, I can remember it was you or Baby Dustin who sent it to me.
I sent it to you.
And then so it, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so now I'll fly down to Tijuana or Turkey or wherever, because you can't, even in all the regulations, maybe it looks like it's not enough regulation. How do we, and I'm not even safe at paying, I'm paying $15,000 for my kidney, and I'm going there with cancer and I don't have it.
Yeah.
How much kickback was he getting for those cancer pills?
Well, my wife needs a kidney transplant. So after we kind of went through this experience a little bit, that's part of the reason why I'm so versed in the U.S. side of the healthcare thing. Is I told her when I was talking to her after I got the surgery and everything, and I was alive, and I still had what I thought to be all my organs at this point.
Yeah,
but
yet to be determined.
To be determined. I don't know, but I'm like, that could have maybe taken a kidney, like at least one kidney, and I just don't know about it. I don't know. I think my recovery would look a little different at this
Probably
point.
have a scar.
A scar back here for it.
But I was talking to her, and I'm like, I wonder if we could just get you a kidney transplant out of the country at this point. So I start looking it up. Sure as crap, you can go out of the country to get a transplant. You have to bring your donor with you, I guess. But they will do this for, I want to say it was around $13,000.
Wait a minute, Jeremy.
Does it have to be approved in the U.S. before you go?
Nope.
You can't govern out
So
of the
you
country.
both can just go.
Trey, if you decided
Do
you were
that.
going to give my wife a kidney,
We-
basically I would buy a plane ticket to go to Turkey for all of us. And we
That'd be
go to
awesome.
Turkey. They do the pre-checks, and you literally go under surgery. They do the kidney transplant. You have to spend, I think it's 10 weeks there. It's a huge, that was the part that I was like, all right, that ain't going to work.
Wow.
But
2 months in Turkey, though.
Wow.
yeah, so you have to spend like 10 weeks there for them to continue to do all the other, post checks and everything. But it's $13,000 in Turkey. I think it was like, so I was looking at the different countries and what their percentage rates are for success. I think Turkey had the highest and Mexico had the second highest. And Mexico, I think, was like $9,000 or $10,000 to do the surgery, to do the transplant.
Tijuana still out of Mexico, or just a different place in Mexico? Just curious.
It didn't specifically say
Okay.
what part of Mexico, because I was just looking at a website that listed all the out of country
How
places.
would you
But-
think that would be worth the risk? Because given everything you're going through with Amanda's health and trying to figure out the American system, and would you say, F it, let's roll the dice, proverbially, let's go over there and get it done?
I've probably already spent that much money, and she is
Still waiting.
still waiting. So I haven't even experienced how much the bill is, and this is with insurance. I haven't even experienced the bill with a transplant here. But in another country, it's going to cost me, I think the range was about $9,000 to $18,000, depending on what country you do it in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, I mean, if I chose like Turkey and spent $13,000 to do it there, yeah, I'd say it's worth the risk.
Jeez.
Just because.
And that includes, you say you already spent that much and you're still waiting, but then you can potentially go to Turkey and get the surgery done for that same price.
I mean, I could go tomorrow.
Dang,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
I mean, that's the thing. Is like
What in the hell is stopping that?
it's so much different here in the
Why?
States. I don't understand it.
They make you jump through so many
hoops.
It's almost like they
It's
don't want you to do well.
unnecessary. Exactly. Let me tell you, the hoops
They
that
make it
Amanda's having to go through.
unaffordable and just
So the hoops that even Amanda's having to go through with the transplant is just insanity. I've talked to you guys a little bit about it.
Yeah.
We're still fighting that. We're still fighting it. And it is just insanity. I mean, just absolute insanity. The differences from country to country at this point. And by far, I would put us at the bottom of the list.
Wow. Like you'll put us behind China.
Yeah,
well,
I definitely would put us behind China. They got a lot of smart people over there.
They do.
their doctors are probably superior to ours anyway.
Oh, come on. Okay. I'm not doing no American bashing on it. But
nope.
I'm just kidding.
So I love America. I'm
Yeah.
I'm the biggest patriot, except for when it comes to
So-
I mean, there's certain things about America that really tick me off.
And that's
and
one of 'em.
This is one of the biggest. But again, it doesn't affect every person
Mhm.
here. It doesn't. I mean, there's plenty of people that walk around with no health problems. They go see their doctor once a year or once every 5 years, like I used to. I mean, just because I go to the doctor so rarely that it's never really been a concern of mine. Like if I wasn't married to Amanda and trying to go through that with her,
You probably never go.
I would have no feelings on this.
Yeah.
I would have no, I wouldn't be as passionate about it as I am now, because seeing what I went through just to do something for me versus what she's trying to go through just to stay alive is just, it's night and day.
Right.
It's crazy to me. Absolutely crazy. I can't figure out what is wrong here because I don't know enough about the minutia, the inside goings of what it is that they do from a day-to-day basis, all the insurance to the government and the government is very much involved in our healthcare, and that's probably part of the problem too. I don't know. From kind of what I saw in Mexico, it doesn't seem like the government is a part of their healthcare at all.
But can you trust America to privatize this?
I don't know. But I mean, I think I've said this on air before. I'm not even allowed to be a donor with my kidney to my wife.
Yeah, you told us that's stupid. That is stupid.
And that's the only reason that I thought if I'm actually a match for her, maybe we will just go out of country and we can just fix all of this.
Right.
She can start working on, living again.
Yeah.
And because I would be willing to do that.
So have you tested?
heartbeat.
See, they won't even let you test.
They won't even let me test.
Well,
the only thing that I know is that we're the same blood type.
I told you my offer still stands.
They will not let you do it because you have kidney stones.
I was going to say with my kidney,
you'll be rejected according. And I don't know if you would be rejected in another country, but here in the States they would reject you, which is annoying because they're not rejecting you because of your health. They're rejecting your kidney because of her. And I'm like, but isn't it better for her to deal with kidney stones and be alive than not?
So if
I was going to say, even with my kidney stones, I'm not sure if y'all would.
We would take the kidney with all the stones in it at this point. I mean, we fixed both problems.
I'm saying if I go after I get my kidney stones fixed, would they still not?
No, that's because you have a history of it.
What about out of country?
They may
out of country,
rules.
I don't know. I haven't looked into it enough. They may reject it.
Yeah.
What about if I have high blood pressure or borderline?
I don't think that would be an issue, but because we had somebody that did go get tested and they were a match, but they wouldn't do it because of kidney stones. So, I mean, there's just a bunch of.
Was it because they used to have them, or because they currently had them?
Used to.
Oh, yeah.
Like the history of it.
Yeah.
So it's just, to me, it's just insanity where we're at. And you want to talk about a conspiracy theory, I would love to know why it is like this. Why are we like this?
That's a question we all ask you.
It just does not make sense to me.
I'm trying to wrap my head around this idea.
Well, one of the things is they probably look at it as they're too caught up in liabilities.
Yeah, suing.
If we're going technicality and constitutional and all that stuff, it's probably they're caught up in technicalities and they don't not technicalities, legalities. They don't want to be held liable for anything. Like if I gave you this person and they had a history of kidney stones and then her body rejected it.
But what is the point of signing the waiver?
Releasing you from responsibility?
I agree.
I mean, you sign the waiver. Why is there, have we allowed it to where people can go back and sue even though you signed a waiver?
I don't know. What is the little hospital creed they have about helping folks?
You talking about their
it's not every it's like a hospital creed. They all
like the doctor ones too, where they're required to help people or something.
Right. I don't think they can put your life in danger trying to help her. I think that might be a part of that creed of sorts.
I know. I watched
knowingly. You know what I mean?
I know. I watched a show last night where there was a doctor who performed a procedure on a patient at their home because they lived so far away, they didn't have good service and they couldn't. Anyway, he had gotten in touch with a neurosurgeon that he knew, and they were going to walk him through how to perform the emergency surgery on that patient. But anyway, the cell service didn't work, and he did it and saved that person's life. But whenever they got back or whatever, the chief of staff or whatever was saying stuff like, you were not authorized to do the surgery, you weren't qualified to do the surgery, so now you're going to be investigated. I'm like,
for saving a life?
For saving, because he didn't have consent from his family, for one. And
so let the person die.
He wasn't qualified to do the service. Even though he was a doctor, he wasn't a neurosurgeon. So
let the person die.
Pretty much.
Tomfoolery.
But I'm just saying. Legalities.
Stupid. That's stupid.
It's insanity to me.
That's like we're in the woods, and I'm not authorized to be a doctor at all. I have no authorization. I have no experience. So I took a couple of CPR classes, and you break your arm. I say, Dustin, Bearish chases. I'm going to have to break this thing back so you can run a little bit faster. And I break it back by hopefully God's good graces, back set it, and we take off, and I say it life. And let's say, for instance, I don't set it right, and your arm is stuck like this for the rest of your life.
I guess technically I could sue you.
I would say, I would look at you and say, but I saved you from a bear.
Technically, I guess I could sue you.
But
that's where I'm saying the legalities of that get in. I guess now it takes priority over the doctor's code.
The doctor's code. That's what you're talking about. Yeah. I guess so. I don't know, because lawyers run the place.
Yeah.
But can you be worried? I mean, you can't do a good job if you're worried about being sued all the time.
I think that's why they just get paid so much. I mean, I don't know. It's the risk and reward. I don't. I mean,
Hell, aren't a lot of these hospitals owned by LLCs anyway?
Yeah, they are. See, okay. Would you be against state hospitals if it could speed a man up on this process? Think about it. Okay, think about it. I'll lay out the situation for you.
the only thing that I think of when you say that is the VA,
Yeah, the VA is weird.
because I have,
I don't have
plenty of family members
I
that
haven't heard great things about it.
that are VA, and one of the VA hospitals I consider responsible for the fact that one of my uncles deals with skin cancer because they waited so long. They knew he had it, but they waited so long that it internalized. Well, the thing about the skin cancer, when it internalizes, it doesn't go away.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just a matter of when it's going to pop up again in wherever inside of your body. Because of their lack of care, now he deals with that, but he's not dealing with it in the VA. He's dealing with it outside of the VA.
So did he go get checked out from the VA, find out he had skin cancer?
Yeah, they were trying to get him scheduled to get it taken care of, and then by the time it was scheduled, I think it was, I don't know, almost 6 months or something.
No.
And then it internalized during that time.
Nah, you gotta go see a personal doctor.
So that's the thing. That's what I mean. Like if they could do a state-run hospital that was efficient, then I could see that. I wouldn't be opposed to that. No.
Okay.
I mean, again, it's all like we're already paying into Medicare,
right?
So to me, my tax dollars are already going for that anyway. So
I'm frustrated.
It's very frustrating. But the thing is I'm not saying that nothing bad ever happens in a different country. What I do know is experiencing something there versus experiencing it here.
Day and night.
And
it's funny that the doctor's code in Mexico means more than the doctor's code in America, the country that conquered somebody else's land and slaughtered all these people and then celebrated every single year. Surprisingly, their doctor's code means nothing. Come on. And Turkey, their doctor's code means more than Russia, who I mean, you know what I'm saying?
You left the door open for him. But
Yeah, you left the door open.
We're walking on this path because you left
the door open for me. And I'm going to kick it open.
But the thing is that you look at like even Kanye's mom. Remember that whole big thing? She went down to Mexico to get plastic surgery done. Yeah. Okay. So it seems like we publicize anytime an American goes to another country and then something goes wrong. It's almost like they try to scare you from doing that.
Yeah.
Because when that happens every day here, it's not making the news.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
When somebody dies because of something went wrong on the OR table every day here, it's not being publicized.
Not at all.
But if you go across the pond and get it done and then come back, oh boy. It's, you go to a doctor here because something went wrong there. They're on Channel 2 trying to get as much news coverage as they can. Like, so-and-so went to another country and had this done, and look what happened to him. It's the scare tactic because I think people know it's better there than it is here.
Better like Turkey and Mexico.
I mean, I haven't had the personal experience of Turkey.
But you say but you would say that, okay, let's say you needed another surgery. Let's say something, I'm knocking on wood here.
Yeah.
Don't wish nothing on you.
I already said that I would go to another country in a heartbeat. In a heartbeat, if there was time.
Even if something as serious like heart surgery, brain surgery.
But I mean, again, the reason that I had to take it out of country in the first place is because of insurance. Because insurance will not cover it here. And to be honest with you, I really didn't want to jump through all of their stupid hoops either. Even if it did get covered here.
Right.
Why do I have to jump through all these hoops and do 50 doctor's appointments leading up to it? Like, it's just stupid. It's absolutely stupid.
Yep.
I mean, that's what it really boils down to. So, I mean, to what you're trying to say, I trust the doctors here enough to do the surgery. That's not the problem.
The cost.
It's the cost and the effort to get something done here that is just, I mean, when you're working a full-time job, and then they want you to go to all these extra things, like I already have to take time off for the surgery itself.
Right.
And now I've got to take an extra, 30 days off so I can go get this done and get this run and do that and go do this again because they couldn't see me and do that again because it wasn't good enough. And, that's how it's going to be with anything you do.
Right.
It's all because of the New World Order.
It is. Okay. I'm going to let you have your moment. Break it down.
It is. The New World Order owns and controls Big Pharma. They also own and control the legal system, the lawyers. They control all of it. So because they control all of that, that's why our healthcare system is shot.
So you saying
Yeah, when I say New World Order, I want everybody to look at it. It's not necessarily every single country in the world. It's the most powerful countries in the world that is one government. You have America, you have Russia, you have England, you have the Middle East, you have China, all these big ones, the major ones. They're all in it together.
Yeah.
But then you have the head dog, which is probably, it's either China or the United States.
And what of the New World Order?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's probably, but I would say it's probably the United States because they're the most popular.
Yeah.
So anyway, that's all. I'm running off my rant there, but that's how they control it. Is they own big pharma. They own the legal system.
Yeah, I mean, I don't deny it.
Yeah.
I don't deny it. I mean, I'm not sure who's running the big pharma officially.
Yeah.
But I definitely think that the big big pharma, it should technically be separate from your healthcare, your hospital, your stuff like that. Like technically, I don't know how that breaks down in the hierarchy, obviously, but it should be separate, obviously, because it's two different things. You don't always need the medicine when you're having those kinds of things done.
Right.
So I don't know, are they together? But that goes back to what I was saying. I'm naive to know where the breakdown is happening. I just know there's a breakdown. And I've always felt there was a breakdown, but I feel like my eyes have been opened a little bit more after going through this. And one of the things I wanted to do when I was in Tijuana was go visit one of their pharmacies, which I did.
Mm-hmm.
And it's crazy. The stuff that you can buy. I mean, I was in there trying to, I didn't want to spend long in there because it was outside of my comfort zone.
Mm-hmm.
I was a little sketched out, just a little bit. So I didn't get to spend a long time in there because I couldn't read anything. So I was having to like look stuff up and, I'm like, oh, wow. I see something in there that's like $12,000. I'm like, oh my God, then I'm trying to do the conversion rate, What I had to do was I went there because I needed to buy Afrin because from being on the plane, I got so stopped up I couldn't even breathe. And so when I got there, I'm like, oh man, I didn't even bring any Afrin. I was like, so I just need to go buy some real quick. So I walked over to one of the pharmacies that was pretty close to the hotel. And that was an experience.
It's called Afrin. I might need some of that Afrin now.
Man, you've never had Afrin?
I don't think so.
It's nasal spray.
Change your life, bro.
It's not Astro Pro?
No, you spray it in your nose and you suck it in and it just clears everything up.
You never had nasal spray?
Yeah, Flonase.
Well, that's kind of like that, but
like Afrin.
it's like that.
Oh, okay.
I mean, but Afrin works.
Afrin's just a brand.
Yeah.
Flonase is more like gentle and takes that. Okay.
No, Afrin will clear you up.
I need that.
You're going to breathe like you've never breathed before.
Like this one,
You
one
will.
nostril.
Yeah, you'll.
Yeah, one nostril. One
Yeah,
nostril.
you just give that little spray,
Right.
in good shape. But so, I mean,
Be careful, because I wasn't aware, but apparently you can become addicted to nasal spray.
yeah, you can because it's when you can breathe, it'll definitely make you addicted. Yeah, especially when you deal with stuff like Trey does all the time.
Oh man, that's what, you see how interested I leaned in. I'm like, wait, what you got? What is this? Did you have to buy from?
He
Mexico?
definitely needs it because the name Elon Musk makes him hyperventilate, so it'll help him breathe better.
I don't know who you're talking about.
I'm gonna have to drop a oxygen tank down from like they do on the airplanes every time his name gets said. Like
That guy is awesome. He's a genius above all geniuses.
oh man. But so that was my experience. I wanted to bring that back and let you guys know that there's definitely some conspiracies in the United States for healthcare.
Oh, absolutely.
Because I am wide open in my mindset to what's going on, at least in Tijuana. It's phenomenal.
They use the healthcare system as another way to control everything.
It's weaponized.
Yeah.
It's weapon. I mean, I've always felt like it's weaponized.
Yep.
But Trey has some theories because I get really
horrible.
ticked off when I'm sick and I can't even get antibiotics. I mean, they act like I'm going in there trying to get freaking narcotics or something, and I'm like, dude, I know, like, oh, you can fight it out. No, I don't want to fight it out. Like, I get sick once a year, twice a year. I just want the antibiotics so I can feel better. I don't want to wait a week to feel better. I want to feel better tomorrow. I want to see some progress, and they won't do it. And meanwhile, in Tijuana, you can just buy that crap right off the shelf. So give me that.
You can buy antibodies off the shelf too?
Yeah, I mean, I already knew that because when we were in Cozumel, we visited one of the pharmacies that was down there, and I mean, you can, and of course, in Cozumel, there's a lot more stuff that's in English, so it was a lot easier to read what
Really?
what stuff was.
Dude, I was not aware of that.
You didn't go to the pharmacy with us when we were done? Oh, okay.
No, man. Next time I go, though, I'm buying some.
I mean, literally, because
antibiotics.
Would they let you buy it, bring it back into the country? Yeah, do you have to declare it?
I'm sure you have to declare it, but I didn't even have to do. I mean, I came back with a whole bag full of drugs from
Whoa.
from the hospital.
Whoa.
You know, like all the antibiotics and the pain medicine and all that stuff. Even going through TSA, they never even cracked my bag open. The only thing they
Don't
made me
say
do
that.
is throw my bottle of water away.
Oh, wow.
It ain't gay if it's TSA.
Well, that's after they touch my junk, but that that was a whole nother
That's an
experience.
offline story for those people.
We didn't do a warm-up episode.
Hey, I told Trey before I went, I sent him this thing. It was the guy that had the T-shirt on. He's getting felt up by TSA. He had his T-shirt on that said it ain't gay if it's TSA. I said, Trey, you think I should wear this shirt when I go to the airport? He's like, nah, man, you'll definitely get it then. I sure did, and I didn't have the T-shirt on. And I was
I
still,
couldn't stop laughing.
like, I was still under the influence when I came back because I literally left the hospital and they had just given me like a whole bag full of pain medicine. Because they were giving it to me in the IV. They had given me a bag. I mean, I was feeling good. I got directly into the airport, in San Diego after that. And then they're trying to hit me with that shenanigans in the airport. I'm like, I am not even having this right now. I'm like, I have no space for this.
Oh, yes, you do.
Oh, geez. But yeah, there's something wrong. There's just something wrong here. And I wish that there was a quick fix.
Mm-hmm.
I wish we could just even start heading towards a fix.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what that fix is, though. I have zero theories on how to fix it. Because like I said, I don't know if it's a regulation or if it's lack of regulation or if it's the health insurance, if it's the lawyers. I think it's a little bit of all of it.
Yeah.
But it's like, how do you fix it? Do you have any good theories on that?
See, I think, and I know y'all might not like this as much, but I think that's what Obama was kind of hinting at. Now, I don't think, because I think I really wish they would show us the original Affordable Health Care Act. We know it got gutted by the Republicans. We know it got made a lot of changes and compromises just to get something through. But I'm thinking the regulations we need to see is A, is it affordable? B, how much are the American consumer paying? Because right now, out of our checks, we pay for health insurance. Then you go there and you pay a copay. So they're getting paid twice. And they get paid by the government to regulate rates. So to me,
that piece of it, I've heard you say that before. I don't understand that. How are they getting paid by the government to keep the rates down? Is this all doctors? Is this hospitals? Like
insurance companies.
Insurance companies.
Yeah.
So they're receiving a check from like a federal check.
Subsidized. They get subsidized for their rates.
Unbelievable.
So remember, this is why Republicans say just privatize it and let the market do it. So then, like, let's say, for instance, Jeremy's health company wants to charge you $50 for this surgery. I'm charging $100. Dustin is charging $1,000. Well, most people probably go with you, right?
Right.
But then that's not how it works. For real. We know.
Because I'm just going to raise my price.
So what's it? Or we all golf buddies too. We out here making millions.
Yeah.
Hey man, let's just go ahead and make us more millions and let's set our prices about the same. And let's just let them suffer a little bit. And they'll do it. We've seen that during COVID. They have found out that Home Depot raised their prices.
Yep.
Kroger raised their prices. They found out that all the groups that make potatoes and French fries, they got together. The competitors got together and say, let's keep the price right here. So nobody go, hey, don't step out of line and drop your price.
There was a King of the Hill episode about this.
Really?
Where they did that about, you ever watch King of the Hill?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't know this episode. Yeah.
Yeah, where they did this with the propane.
Oh, yeah, it's a protein.
They realized that whenever they put a sale up and then the guy across the street put a sale up that was, undercutting him, how much money they were losing. So they said, you know what? Let's just get together and we'll raise our prices.
Yeah.
That's what they did.
Yeah. And so that's until.
But there's supposed to be regulation that's supposed to stop that. What is that? The monopoly clause or something like that? I don't remember exactly what it is.
Once again, we go back to what we always go back to, which is this: if you're getting paid not to do something, you're not going to do it. So if that healthcare provider says, hey, the lobbyist says, hey, I'm going to pay you $100,000 to agree with this, you're going to do it. It's $100,000. And watch this. And it's not that saying people can't have health insurance. They're just saying that the government continue to get paid. They can get paid twice.
Right. Which is insanity.
Which is okay. I'm good with that. Because you still have, watch this. As some people have said, which I think is crazy, that health insurance and health care is a privilege. And I'm like, well, if it's a privilege to make our food so goddamn healthy,
that we don't need it.
We don't need it. If it's a privilege, like Dustin was saying earlier, is don't make our medicines so extremely high that we keep getting sick. Oh, watch this. We was talking about it joking because we're going to talk about it eventually. Stop putting chemtrails in the air. Like stop doing stuff to make us sick. And then, you know what I'm saying? If that's the truth. Because if you're saying that you gave us every healthy option ever, the government, like, hey, healthy lifestyle. We're going to give you an hour or 2 hours off a day. You watch this. You only work 4 days out the week. You get Friday off so you can meditate and be with your family in peace and walk and do nature. We're going to make sure all the food, we're going to get all our farmers here. We're going to help them grow food and we're going to be clean, no pesticides. If you told me you were doing all of that and you said, but here's the catch. We're going to make everything as clean. We're going to promote exercise, but healthcare is going to be out of control. Which means once you need a doctor and it's not something crazy like, something that you can't control.
Right.
Because we controlling all the other aspects, you're going to pay for it. I might say, I'll take that. Because odds are I can beat whatever, cancer or something serious like that, different. But HIV different because that's like a choice, right?
Yeah.
But I can beat the common cold because I'm healthy. What's the odds of me getting sinus infections and having to go? You know what I'm saying? Like some of the stuff that we deal with we may see go down a little bit.
Yeah, it's definitely food related / chemtrail related /
air quality, food, water.
Yeah. Well, I saw this thing earlier. I wish I had saved it, but it was if you see, I think it was like Apollo or something like that on your fruit, like a sticker that says that, don't buy it because they put it in like the organic section and everything. The reason is that it's a Bill Gates product that takes your old like fruit or vegetables that's about to expire. And they spray something on it to make it renewed.
Oh my gosh!
Modified foods, GMO.
Yep.
Why
but I think it was called Apollo. I can't.
Why are they called
or Aloe?
Apollo?
Maybe I don't know. That's the brand.
I'm saying but it's not. It's GMO food. That's fake.
Well, I mean, it's not fake technically
because you're using something that
they're using something to keep it.
That is a slimy workaround.
Yeah, but it's all in the It's all sold under the organic situation. So watch for it's a little green sticker with white writing on it. And it's in cursive. I can't remember what the name of it was, but that's the kind of stuff that we're consuming. And then you think you're doing better by buying the organic, but you're not.
But you can't help it because at the end of the day, it's like I've been saying, we're all a slave to the New World Order.
You're a slave to what's offered to you. I mean,
but it's controlled. What's offered to us is controlled by the New World Order.
Yeah.
You're a slave to the New World Order. Whether you want to be or
hey, say something positive. After you said call us slaves, say something positive. You're a slave, but we have the option to potentially grow our own food.
Yes,
that is
there
true.
We go.
That's true.
Come on, I'm gonna help you out.
Well, I tell you what. Now that we got the kids homeschooled here in about 2 months, we're gonna be firing up a garden. Here,
oh, there
buddy.
we go.
Oh yeah,
we're gonna put them hands in dirt.
We're gonna be teaching it. For sure.
Teach them.
So we're gonna all learn it together.
I love it.
If I was homeschooling, I'd teach my kids about the New World Order.
Right.
Yeah.
Wait, what? No, they don't need to know about that early.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, they
New World early or New
Absolutely,
World
because if they're not taught about it, if they're not
I'm
taught
not
about
saying
it,
never teaching them about it because your kids are fairly young, right?
Well, yeah, his kids are young.
Oh yeah.
Like when they get to high school,
I'm talking about
let me
his
put
kid.
you on game.
Nah, I don't think you need to wait till high school.
No.
So you think Gabby needs to worry about the New World
Yes,
Order right now?
Absolutely.
Yes.
That's gonna freak her out a little bit.
She already knows a lot about that just because I'm like, hey,
who
you need to
are.
watch for that.
Yeah.
Because that's the thing is that if you wait until after they're developed, then it's not going to be ingrained.
I think my brain doesn't fully develop to
Start
22.
training them early, man.
But I mean, that's
training them early.
What if this was to happen in 5 years? If you wait 5 years to do it,
If you
then
wanna
it's
understand
too
what's
late.
going on.
Exactly. But I mean, when we went to the Hell's Gates,
Yeah.
I mean that right there,
That was a lot.
she took in a lot of that.
That was, but she kind of interpreted right because she knew and understood the New World Order, and
Right.
so it was really through our religious lens that she was kind of getting it.
Exactly.
Okay, that's fair.
So I mean,
Cool.
there's a thing where it's like, yeah, you have to teach them young about these things because you don't know when something like that could happen. Not saying it will happen, Dustin, but could happen.
Hey, man.
You never know. I'm not saying it's like when people see me knock on wood. They say, "Oh, are you superstitious?" I say, "No, I'm not superstitious. I'm just cautious."
Just in case. That's like it's like Elvis Presley. He believed in a lot of other. He learned about all these religions.
Mm-hmm.
And somebody asked him one time, "It's like Elvis, why do you wear like a Muslim pendant on your necklace? And why do you wear this and for Muslim and Christianity?" And he goes, 'cause I don't want to miss out of heaven on a technicality.
Trey's like that. You got like the rosary beads. You got like
Well,
some different things.
I do have rosary beads. Because first of all, let me say this: Catholicism, Protestantism is all the same. We all believe in Jesus.
Yeah.
But
I'm not saying it as a bad thing.
Yeah,
I'm just saying that it's you're
I
not
like some
Catholic.
of the stuff they do. I don't know. Catholic Church is interested in me. They got a lot. They're cool. They're cool.
It's definitely interesting.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say anything.
You know how you feel about the Pope and his 5 portals. We're not talking
Yeah.
about it. But it's just like I think I'm gonna find out where it is. They used to have it's a Catholic church that has like a garden, and when I was in my 20s, I used to go out there a lot. Like when I came back from school, go out there, and that's where I got my rosemaries from.
Yeah.
And you buy the prayer beads, and you sit out there and pray. You can go into the prayer room. I just like stuff like that. We don't have that like in our church.
Yeah.
So it's go in there and pray, and it's encouraging. It's other people they might be in there praying and crying. Sometimes a priest will come out and he'll pray with you, and that's pretty cool. And I'll leave.
Yeah.
I like stuff like that. So, but yeah, like to your point, I think we're at a point now where we just gotta know. America, I'm using this air quotes, is so rich. We would think that there's some stuff that we could afford to pay for. You know what I mean? You ever been around a person got money and they act so broke all the time? That's America. Oh my God, we can't afford to pay for that now. We can't afford it. No, that's gonna bankrupt us. We're already in debt. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Oh no. And he's like, but that's kind of what we need. And I think why a lot of people were so disgruntled is they hear, oh, we sent $1 billion to Ukraine. but you told me we don't have no money. So, but yeah, man, it's why are you putting that by me? What is wrong with you? Why are you putting that by me? He put the gnome next to me, the Donald Trump gnome. Don't let him stare at me.
Because as you said,
Let him stare at Jeremy.
that's what we need. Is we need somebody like. Well, that's what he's going to do. There you go.
But see, that's if you believe it. I don't believe
know.
that's what he's coming to do. He's a lame duck president. I believe that he's just, if watch this. Not one executive order to fix healthcare. Not one executive order to fix the eggs prices. Now eggs is due because the bird flu is
I was
killing.
gonna say I don't think you can fix egg prices right
But you
now.
can't fix next to eggs prices, but grocery prices. Watch this, real estate. He can write off some ones that can really help people.
Yeah.
I mean, American citizens, but these ones right now are to gut the government, is to gut. And then I don't think that helps people. I told y'all that. So like, for instance, if you gut in science, that goes to healthcare.
Right.
So that can potentially make things worse because now we don't even have our best minds on the issue that we probably, and people don't think like people don't think about stuff like that. Like we're getting people that we probably need. Now we talked about it, earlier, flights and stuff like that. Could that have been? We don't like to think it, but it like something we're gonna reap the destruction of this, right?
Yeah.
All I'm asking for is America to say we can actually do this for our citizens. Healthcare, we can fix that. Dental care definitely needs to be.
Oh,
Jesus
big
Christ.
time.
But watch this. We can't afford anything for our citizens, but let a war pop off and all of a sudden we have all this money.
Do you think the United States is by itself in health coverage that dental and vision are not considered health care?
We got to Google that one. I don't know. They the same thing. If your
How are my teeth and eyes not part of my body?
Yeah.
I don't know.
It makes no sense to me.
How's that? Watch this. If your tooth or what is the thing said in the dentist's office? If you having problems with your teeth, it can affect your heart.
Right.
I was like,
Or your sinuses, Trey. Hello?
Everything, like for instance, I know for a fact my equilibrium is off. Everything is off because my nose and throat and ears are somehow disagreeing with each other.
It could be your tooth. I'm not saying it is, but I'm saying that actually could cause the whole
thing to hurt.
And infection,
Yeah.
which, hello.
Yeah.
And then your eyes too. I mean, think about how much your eyes affect your whole body too.
Right.
It's just,
Because watch this.
How?
I think our body is connected to each other.
hello?
Last time I checked biology, I think this stuff connects, but it's not considered healthcare.
You want to know what's bizarre?
They're
when you buy
accessories.
Yeah, they're accessories. It's weird. You don't have to have ear insurance, and those actually hang off your body.
Right.
Like,
right. If that would make a little bit more sense to me, it's kind of like they kind of on your head barely.
the weird thing is you buy homeowner's insurance. It covers your shed in the backyard.
Yeah.
Why? Like, why would a shed that is not even part of my house, not attached, be covered by this insurance? But yet my eyes and my teeth are not covered. Like, I have to buy extra insurance for that. 2 extra. There's not even a teeth and eye insurance. No, you got to buy a teeth policy and an eye policy.
Yep.
It's insanity.
It's another way for him to make more money.
Holy smokes. I need to know if that's... Trey, you got the Google up? You need to Google that real quick. See that?
Tell you, man.
See,
Big
what's the
pharma.
question?
The question is
Does health insurance include eye?
eye and teeth in other countries? I don't know how to put
Telling
that.
you, big pharma, lawyers, and insurance companies, they're all combined together and they're all controlled by the New World Order.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm not saying it's not controlled by the New World Order. It's controlled by something, somebody, somewhere.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
And it's horrible.
Yeah, absolutely. It's horrible.
Sucks.
Huh. According to good old Google, we'll have to double check this. It says in most other countries, healthcare systems do not fully include dental and eye care within their standard coverage.
Weird.
Here we go. Most often needing supplemental insurance to cover these services, although countries like UK, Germany, and France do include a significant portion of their dental care with primary healthcare insurance.
Interesting.
It largely depends on the country.
I just don't understand that. I really don't.
There is something behind that.
Oh my gosh. It's just stupid. I mean,
That is.
that's all you could say. Stupid.
But there
I
are.
agree.
I mean, but I would like to find a country list because like Netherlands does it. It's other countries that do it. There are a lot of modern countries that include it all as one.
Yeah, I don't understand why it's not. Weird.
Yeah.
Because I mean, even on Obamacare, like your marketplace, they don't even include it
No,
together. I'm
I
like,
know
if you're
it's not on
getting
there.
federally funded insurance, they don't even include it.
Mm-mm.
So it's weird. It's
Like,
not even a privatized.
You ever see the commercial? It's a Medicaid commercial that was out last month. It was like, oh, make sure you get Medicaid C. And then the old guy's like, oh, I got Medicaid already. No, you need Medicaid C for dental. He's like, wait, it doesn't. My regular Medicaid doesn't include it. No. I was like, but you do got Medicaid C, so it's included.
No.
I said, wait.
One of
I
these
was like,
days,
wait, so
guys,
basic Medicare doesn't do it? That's crazy.
think about it, one of these days, guys, we'll have AARP.
Won't be long, but
Oh man.
it won't be long.
But that's my experience.
Man,
So
Yeah.
I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're healthy. It seems great, and man, I'm glad you're going to share it. And
I'm glad you were able to share it to let
That's
people
crazy.
know there is an alternative.
yeah, it's like I said, I didn't go into it blindly because I had a friend that went to the same place. So I was able to piggyback his experience. Of course, that was almost 2 years ago, so I was hoping it was still the same. I kind of wish I had just done it sooner, but man, I love eating, so it's a weird thing of being on this side of it now.
Yeah.
So, but the nice thing is I don't really have that want to eat.
Yeah.
So
you don't have anxiety. You're not really getting hungry like that.
no, it's just in my head at this point. I always played around with my kids that I was on the seafood diet. You know, seafood, want to eat it.
Yeah.
And I still am kind of like that. Like if I see it and I'm like, oh man, I want to eat that.
Right.
And then I'm like, no, you don't. You're not even hungry.
Yeah.
Right.
Shut up.
So it's
Like,
a mind change. You can keep that mind change.
yeah, I definitely still have I'm a work in progress on that, but it's definitely been an experience. It's been a good experience. You know, just thinking that I won't be able to go kill it at like a Golden Corral kind of sucks a little bit, you know.
You still eat that Golden Corral? No.
I mean, maybe like once every 2 years.
okay.
Yeah.
You know, just, I don't know. Sometimes it's nice to eat. You
Call
know,
your name.
just go hit that mac and cheese bar, you know, and it's like,
I miss Golden Corral popcorn shrimp.
oh yeah. You know, I don't know if you ever remember eating at Ryan's, but there used to be a Ryan's in
yeah,
Snellville.
Right there.
They used to have the
Ollie's.
breaded chicken wings.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh! Like when I was a kid, man, I'd go there and just kill a plate of those chicken wings, man.
I guarantee we cross paths at some
Oh,
point.
absolutely.
I think I only been to Ryan. I think I'd only been there twice.
What-
Ryan's was
R.I.P.
it was way better than Golden Corral. So
I don't know how they got put out by Golden Corral.
I don't know because they were so much better, so much better. But yeah, that's kind of like been the only thing that I've kind of been a little sad about is I don't know. Sometimes you just like to go kill it, you know, just go
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
kill a plate of food a couple times and just have some fun. But
Right.
feel like hell afterwards. But
You'll be all right. That's what sleep is for.
that's what put me in my current position. So it's best I don't do it.
You're gonna hate it when you go on a cruise again, aren't you?
Oh God, I didn't even think about that.
But you can still eat.
Oh, not like
Yeah,
that.
You can't pick out. That's
Yeah,
it.
but on a cruise, it's like whenever
Think
there
about
is
it.
nothing
you
to
eat,
do,
then you eat
go
like
to
ice
the
cream.
buffet.
Ice cream melts. You'll be all right.
That's
True.
true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get
Can't
all
eat
you
like-
can eat ice cream.
I
I don't
haven't.
Have you ever been on a Disney cruise?
God no.
A Disney cruise, bro. They
I don't
have
know
to-
anything to do
No,
with
I don't
Disney.
want to do it.
I'm doing this. Okay.
Have you been on one?
Yes.
You liked it?
I loved it.
Versus, have you done a different one besides?
I did Carnival.
So you liked a Disney better than Carnival?
Absolutely.
Why?
I would go on a Disney cruise without my daughter.
Why? What was so much better about it?
Food was immaculate.
The food?
Yeah, they say it's very nice.
Really?
Immaculate.
What about the kids though?
Bro, they're busy doing stuff.
Okay.
And so they have an adult side too, like on the back end of the boat, quiet. They got a gym. The food, the gym, it's like adults only. But then like, food was so, like you see the kids running around. The food is so good. I blanked out on them. And then they have like Disney events and stuff there. So like they have like a
They still have a casino?
I didn't go. I didn't go. So, but I know they have like, they do have like, so like for instance at nighttime they have like a little fireworks party, so all the kids be out there. But most of the adults sit more. Like you go to the top deck. You have some people there with their kids, but most of the kids are down there dancing, goofy and stuff. All the adults kind of sit back at the top or sitting around the pool. They have all the little pools for the kids. And they have a Disney movie. So I'm watching Disney movie eating a plate of ribs, feeling like a king, and the ribs fall off the bone, dude. That's what I was like, that and a burger, and then so there's a black guy. He was cooking food. He was cooking one of the ribs. I was like, I'm coming back, bro. It's good.
I'm making me hungry.
And then I'm about to order some food now. And then and the guy said, "Hey, mama, I got you." And I was like, "Oh, I'm about to be hooked up." and he put out a new batch because I was waiting. Oh my god! Oh, the mac and cheese. It was so good. I'm sorry for making you hungry, but I just say that to say you gotta try it.
I'm not hungry, even though we talked about it. I just, again, it's in my head. I'm like, I really want it.
That's
I'm not even hungry.
But I see the ribs. I taste them. But good.
You see how long it's taken me to drink this bottle of water? I'm not even halfway done.
Look at me. I'm right behind you.
Yeah, but you know how often I drink a whole thing of whatever in here. So
Yeah, take time. That's awesome. I can't wait to see the results for the year.
yeah, well, I'm hoping some results happen before a year. But
I mean, like,
They're already happening.
but yeah, I'm like by a year it should be like, more set in stone, and you're lifting weights.
yeah, I definitely need to get to that when I can.
You're gonna have to do some walking now. See, I told him.
Yeah,
Come to the gym with me when I'm able to go back.
There
yeah, I
you
don't
go.
think so.
Oh, what?
Dang.
I thought you were gonna sneak it in.
Socialized gym care? I don't think
Oh
so.
my god. Planet Fitness. You are somebody here.
As long as an executive order fixes the bathrooms at Planet Fitness,
Oh,
maybe.
man.
But until then,
That's
I'm
not
good.
happening.
Yeah, that's a
Private
problem
business.
for me. Yeah, no, thank you then.
Oh man.
Nope.
That's too funny.
Well, thank everybody for listening this week. We'll talk to you next week.
Yeah, man. Remember the truth's out there. True between the lines.
Yeah.